Alright, chat. Hello? Mic check. My settings keep changing. Good morning, chat. Welcome. Welcome back. What's up, Jack? What's up, kids? Juan, good morning. E911, what's up? Eddie List, good morning, bro. Wow. Down. What am I doing? Oh shit, I didn't even do my box connector. Yeah, that should be good. Alright, look. First time I stream, good morning, bro. Let's start with my live here. What's up, Penzo? Good morning, bro. Walkman, Matt, Marcus, good morning. Oh, buddy. What's up, Penzo? Walkman, what's up, man? Matt, Marcus. Can't see your full name, but R, good morning, bro. What's up, Vivid? See ya. Nigel, good morning, bro. Damn. Alright, chat. Alright. Sal, what's up, man? Yo, Marcus. All right, guys, we have a very newsless day today, man. We have no news whatsoever this week. So I haven't checked the charts yet, but we're about to find out how volatile this thing has been or will be today, because yeah, there hasn't been much going on this week, really. It's been a pretty dry week. I think it's been the London session. So, and look at what you have here. London session, you had a move, right? Is that London? Yeah, decent move out for London here. This is like a 700 pip move out for London, and then nothing crazy. Wait, 700 pips, 1 a.m. Wow, this is 700 pips. That does not look like 700 pips, but yeah, that's 700 pips. During like pre-London all the way up until I'm fried. This is not even yet last night, bro. This is like the day before. Okay, let's see. London last night was here. Okay, so no movement for London. Okay, that's good actually, because yes, they moved 700 pips. The day prior moved during London as well. So if we don't move during London, if we didn't move during London or Asian, could anyone be the session that moves it today? All right. So yeah, we'll find out. What's up, Wiladi? All right. So yeah, chat. Let's take a look. It looks like we closed like bullish yesterday on the daily. Nothing too crazy. I think yeah, like a weak bullish candle, or not even, it's decent. It's a decent bullish candle. I wouldn't say weak, it's decent. But I think what we're trying to figure out is, again, same concepts throughout the last like 2 weeks here, really. We're still in this box here, all right? So I wouldn't say anything in here is like that significant yet, because this isn't really any new information that we had, that it didn't change anything last night, right? It gives us the same analysis on the daily overall still. So until you actually break these lows here, or even break these highs here, this is the range that, or this is where you're in, right? So obviously in this area, it can just range for a very long time, right? Could we get a move up like this? Sure, right? But then again, like we'll still need structure to confirm that it's gonna continue up. You know what I mean? But yeah, like overall, like within this overall range, you have like another range here as well. You can say like from here or in here, this is another range within the range, right? And then within that range on a small time frame, you probably got some more ranges right now sitting right here, right? And then within that range, you probably got another range over here. So it's like a rangeception. That's what happens when price doesn't move. You have a rangeception. So yeah, that's kind of where you're at on the daily here. Let's just mark up the daily zones that I had just now. So yeah, these two areas are going to be there for a minute. But look, right, and within this area you got another range here, and within that area you got another range here, within that you got another range here, within that you got another range here, right? So it's like it's ranging, and it's pretty slow. You need some volume for sure. Like yesterday or Thursday, or what am I saying, Wednesday, you had to move down. That was nice. And then I think what we were trying to figure out was, okay, if this was your structure, coming up, and that was the first time you've had like a steep pullback on that move up, then could this be liquidity to take you back into the range? Because look, overall, like you're still bearish here, right? Like the structure wise, you have been coming down for a while now. So like, you got something like that, right? So that's kind of what you got over here. So when you see it like this, you can see that, okay, well, yeah, you're coming down more bearish, right? So that's why like you really need to wait for like range twos, especially on the small time frame, to confirm that we're actually breaking up. And that's probably why I had ideas for buys more so above here, not really anything here. Although if you look at this, if you block out all of this to the left there and focus on this, you can see that I guess from this point, you can see that, yeah, you have been coming up here, right? This is bullish, and then this is your first time you're dropping. So you can kind of see like there has been a range here, and you're breaking back into it right now. Like you're pulling back and you're at the support zone of that range, but still, like if you're holding this area, you could come up to the top of the range. So I do like that. I do like how you're creating like a bit of structure here, but we don't know whether like this is really going to be structure, or this can just be a lower high following these other lower highs to continue down, right? Like this doesn't, like this is the range here, sure, but if you look at this, you're still bearish. So that's why like there's still a possibility of you creating a lower high right here to continue down, instead of like looking at from this perspective and being like, oh yeah, we're bullish here, and since we are breaking into this range here, there's a high chance you could come up. Like that's a possibility, but I would say like I think the bearish is still a little higher, right? So I don't know yet, but that's why, again, like for buys, like I wouldn't really want to predict ideas for buys within this range yet. I want to see above here break. And what is above there? Above there is gonna be, I think, 4,200. Right, perfect, right on the money. 4,200, right? 4,200 right there. So that's where you want to see break, because that's like your break of structure. When you look at it like this, you know, it looks a little more confusing because there's a lot of candles going on, but when you break it down like that, you can see like at what point the structure break and what's kind of happening here, right? But again, like with this being here, if you block all of this out, this is bullish, right? You can see this is bullish. So you break into the range here could likely take you up to the top of the range, which is the range fill. But if you look at it from this perspective, it's like it's still bearish. So at any given point, these can just be lower highs, lower highs, and lower highs, and this can just continue down back into the bottom of the range. Right? Look at what you're breaking into if you do come back down to the bottom of the range. And part of that analysis is the fact that the daily, right? What we've been saying for like 2 weeks now, this is the middle of nowhere. I wouldn't say that this has filled the bottom of the range yet. The bottom of the range is like more so down here. You still got a little gap there, a little range there that has not been filled yet and is likely to be filled before you start ranging, because I don't think you're starting to range yet. Again, you're in the middle of nowhere, right? I don't think this is the start of a range yet. So again, that's kind of what the daily comes down to. So that's why like these zones are have been the same for the last 2 weeks, because we're still waiting for that to happen, or waiting for more information there, right? So yeah, we can have like 4,200 here, like above there, like that's like a nice area where you can probably break structure. 4,205, 4,200 in that zone. I can put it right here. Right there should be okay. Let's see. That's it, right? I'll put that there. And this is just though the higher time frame chat. As we work, we'll drop down to the small time frames and see what else there is, right? But this is what divide the ranges up. So now you got like a range up here for 1,500 pips. You got a range down here for like 3,000 pips, right? So overall, like this range is like roughly 48,000 pips. So not bad. Again, what's next is dropping down to the small time frame, right? So again, 4-hour structure, this could be a lower high to continue down, following these lower highs here. So in case it is, at what point could we look for those ideas at? And I think that's what's going to be over here, somewhere over here. You want to see at least these points break, right? Because this can still be a mirror too. Like this can be the same rejection point, and this can just mirror up the same way this kind of came up here. That's a possibility. So at what point is like, are those cells going to be valid? That's why I start asking myself. All right, so if this were to be lower highs to continue down, at what point can we start looking for sells? Right, so that's like below 40, like below 40 28, below 40 20, like into this range ideally, right? So I'll put that there. I'll put that zone there, and that could be an idea for if you were to come down again. Like we don't know if it is, but if it does, below here we know exactly what to look for, right? That's like breaking into the range, and we'll look for sells there. And then the next idea is, can we get sells coming down towards here before below here, right? Because below here is like in terms of like structure, that's gonna break the previous lows, so you're gonna start breaking into the range. But how about this, right? Because this is a pretty big range coming down. This is like 740 pips. So how can we get that? I wouldn't say from here. Like if it just decides to rip down, I'll have to watch it drop down. But what if we get some type of, remember how this is the range that you're in, right? Like this is the range you're breaking into. So we're trying to figure out if this is going to be like a continuation up, or these are lower highs to come down from their perspective, right? So what would confirm that it's not going to go up? Well, if you go up, right? If you go up and then you start shifting back into the ranges, back below these areas, could you then take sells to take advantage of this move down? So instead of like missing out on that move, or instead of like saying, oh, we're gonna sit this range out, we can actually grab this range. But you're gonna need to see a move up, because then that move up is like you following, again, going back to the 4, or it's a lot of back and forth, but that's how I utilize different time frames. Like going back to the 4, this is the range you're in. So if you're breaking into it, you should go up. So if you do get a move up and it doesn't stay up, there's some struggle there, right? And if there's struggles to a point where, let's say you drive up here, right? You have a drive up, so you're assuming now at this point, oh yeah, it should go up. Great, cool. We're not looking for buys there anyways, right? And let's say it all of a sudden decides to break back into the range here, right? And as it breaks into the range, it starts to create a little bit of structure. You then could look for sells, right? You then look for sells to continue down towards like 40, 28. So down towards these areas. That's what you're looking for, right? So you can get in before the yellow line. So these are your ideas. So that is a possibility. So you can probably put a line there too. But that's going to require a push up, right? So, okay, cool. So you guys with me, chat? So far? So we have an idea for if you were to break into the range. We have an idea for how can we take advantage of this range down, right? We need to push up first. Okay, so how about wick entry sells as you come up first then? Like if there is a move up, and that is likely, here's the thing. This is a decent structure, so it could be a little more tough to grab, because if this is a higher low, then as you come up, like there's a higher chance that this range will likely get filled. But what about up here at these zones, in these areas between here and here? What if could we get wick entry sells, right? Because if you get a move up, you're expecting, if you were to fake out, you're expecting a reaction in those zones anyways. But if you were to continue up and then continue to go up, you're expecting higher lows to occur anyways. And this is likely where your range at before making that next decision to continue up or to fake out, right? You have ranges there anyways. So in that gray zone, we look for wick entry sells there now too, right? So far that's 3 ideas. That's wick entry sells if you were to go up. We have this range down, which we could look to grab, but again, you need to push up first. So then, and then the other idea is if you were to actually break back into this range below 40.28, which is just like, you know, the original idea. So those can be 3 ideas you can look for today, right? But like, I guess those are all sell ideas, right? Until you break above 4,200, that's when I'll look for buys, because that's like a break of structure, but no buys from like in this range here. And that's pretty much it. So that's how I'll come up with my ideas for a day. And then after that, the whole session, we just kind of chill out and wait until those things print, right? But you see how it's like, we're not really like trying to predict where price is gonna go. We just have ideas for if price were to do this, if price were to do that, if price were to do this, right? And then if price were to actually form those things, get in, no hesitation about it. If it doesn't, no hesitation about it. That's it, no trades, right? So that's what I'll have for the session, chat. So I just gotta copy this over now to MetaTrader, and then we should be good. So let's do 43.75. Let's see. $48.74. What else we got? 40.28, 40.65. And then this zone here, right? So from 4.206 to 4.206, I could have two. And then where's that blue zone? 4204 to 4167, 68. All right, look. So yeah, we'll have that. Make sense, chat? That's kind of what we got today. And that's pretty much gonna be the day. Now it's just a lot of waiting, right? Or maybe not a lot, because these are like three, like these aren't too far, to be honest. Like this is only, how much is this? Down to the bottom of the range is 400 pips. Down to the rebreak, these lows down here are 700. Up here for the wick entry sells are like 680. I mean, it's really just this. You chill out of that range, should be good. You said lots of red folders today. Maybe like these folders here that come out. Could be a lot, yeah. We'll find out anyways, right? What's up, Darius? Or that search tree where my recommended. I don't know, region. Maybe a region thing. I don't see anything. Wick entry on top of the range of daily. Yeah, that's the top of the daily range. So if you were to come up there, we don't know, right? But yeah, I'll be it. And then the idea chat. So okay, to sum it all up again, in case actually I'm just gonna wait till 9 to sum it up, or like another 15 minutes to sum it up. But yeah, that's what we got right now. 10-10-30, when price shift, doesn't that always the case stay chop? I just got fucking schizo reading that, bro. What's up, Space Cadet? $40.23 for what, the sells? Yeah, it's below, it's between here. Like the idea is just below here, so yeah, it's anywhere in this box here. Could even be 18 or whatever, right? Anywhere in that box. What's up, Illis? What's up, man? Yo, new feature drop. I didn't hear it yet. $41.35 is a major level on the 4. $41.35. It could be a zone, yeah. Here. Could be a level, yeah. I think for me it was just I just had like, this is my overall range, because I don't think anything in this area is like, if this is the range on its own, like nothing in between really matters too much, because it's between the overall ranges. Does that make sense? Like there is something here though, for sure. Like if I were to get into a trade, that's something I'll look to like utilize, like a BE zone or something for sure. But in terms of looking for ideals, I wouldn't base it off of that, or at least with these conditions that you have right now. But yeah, there's a resistance there. I see some here. I have wick entry cells though. What's up, Katarina? Why did it just loop? Wait, that's crazy. How is that possible? How did we ban one person and then 2 usernames got cooked in one? Is it because it's linked to the same account? crazy. That's kind of crazy. There's been a lot more fake pages going around, chat. If you ever see a Don Overseas 1-2 or Don over trades, bro, accounts, bro, it's not me, okay, chat? This is not me. Please do not get scammed in the big 2026 by fake accounts, bro. Yeah, you see a Don over trades, you know, it's not me, bro. Don over trades is actually fucking funny. When I saw Don over trades, I actually laughed. Like, bro, I didn't even want to like, didn't have that one, bro. It should actually be Don under trades now, to be honest, because we like under trade. What's up, Ben? Add you on Discord. Yeah, it was Discord. Discord especially. Don't click on any like links or free giveaways on Discord, chat. You know. It's gonna wipe out your whole Steam collection. How does like why do people hack Steam, chat? Like, what do you get from a Steam account? It's the games, no? Kind of like games, and maybe if you got balance in there, but who even leaves like balance in there? Send 1 BTC and receive 2. Yeah, shit like that. This is an invisible candle here. This is, yo, chat. This is invisible candle play. In 2 years, it's gonna be a thing, I think. Another 2 years of that sample sizing, because we don't backtest here. But yeah, this is an invisible candle here, man. You can just block that out. It's not really for an entry though. It's more like clean traffic. So if you were to push up, that would be no issue there because it's really invisible. Because they're just dojis, right? If you look at both of them combined. What's up today? I'm gonna I gave my breakdown like maybe 20 minutes ago, but I'm gonna wait another 15 to break it all down again. I just want to rewatch it. I'm just waiting until there's more people in here, so I get to resay it. I don't want to say it like every question, you know. Maybe like 10:45, and then 9 a.m. we'll see what else we can add to, because you have a 4-hour closure. Inventory stuff. Oh, CS2. Yeah, it goes for millions, bro. If you have a crazy collection of hundreds of thousands in there. Didn't someone just gain like didn't somebody just CS account just get hacked for like 500k in there in their CS collection? Do we? What's up, man? You know, fuck it. There's enough people here now. No, I'm looking for 3 ideas today. I'm looking for like if you want to know the whys, you might gotta go back to the beginning of the stream. But I'm looking for wick entry sells if you were to come up to like 4204 or into this gray box here. I'm looking for wick entry sells if you were to come straight up there, no structure. The idea I'm looking for is if you were to come up before making your way down below 4065, below 4065 to 4028. I'm looking for sells, but only if you were to break these highs again. And then the idea I'm looking for is if you just come straight down, let's say, and below 4024 or 4028, below those ranges, I'm looking for that range fill in the 4. And that's basically it. If you want to know like the reasonings as to why that's all set up the way it is and why I need certain pushes up before coming down, let's go back to the breakdown in the morning. I should give a better answer there. But to sum it up, those are the 3 things I'm just looking for today. Now, in the past, we used to focus on close and how opening candle above or below of a major level in the higher time frame, the lower time frame time to trade. But these are 2 update trades and are based on structure, high time frame range, and the stop loss is much bigger than the past because market cycles changed now and the range are bigger than the past. Yeah. Is that a question or like that's what you've noticed? I think like there was that adjustment period. I mean, yeah, you said it. Ranges are bigger now than they were before, right? So I don't want to change the strategy of how we find our stop loss. Like a couple of years ago, you know, don't get me wrong, our stops would be not even a couple of years ago. Last year, our stops were just like maybe 400, but even 400 to some people might be huge. Years before that, it was like at 1.100. But if you look at the structure back in like 2021 or even last year, compare it now, the ranges are bigger. So that's why like I don't want to change the strategy of finding my stop loss. I keep the same strategy, but since the stops are much bigger, the only thing I could adjust is my lot size. So if the ranges are bigger, you gain a bigger pip count usually too, right? Bigger stop loss, bigger pip count you gain. So it kind of evens out to be about the same if you just adjust your lot sizes. But that's also why I don't have, I can't use fixed lot sizes no more because not every trade is going to be a 300 to 400 stop. Nowadays it goes from like 1900 to 22 to 17 to sometimes 16. It really just depends on that. But yeah, that's the pip session. That's why I made that video called that pip session, because we're in a pip session. You think sells below 49.3 doable? I think sells below 49.3 doable. I don't have anything there. Like whatever I come to the charts with this morning, chat, is dead ass all I have for the day. Like I don't really, like there could be new ideas based off of new information that prints, but you know there hasn't been much information since we did that analysis, right? We're kind of still in this area. So no, I don't have anything. Like I have below 40.65, but only if you come up towards like 41.57, 41.40, like you break these highs here. And then if you were to break these highs here and you shift all the way back down below 40.65, I'll take the sells, because then that move up confirms that, going back to more analysis, that if this is a fake out on the 4 in terms of structure, right? If this is the range you're in and you're like shifting back into it, this is your high low right now. If you were to break the highs, then ideally this should go up. So that's why I want to see the break of the highs, because if it breaks the highs and it doesn't go up for some reason, it re-breaks the lows, that's my sells. And that you can see this as liquidity too. But I don't have information to confirm that it's going to come down here. And that's why my sells without waiting for a top wick is below like 40.28. That's why I have another line down here. So if you come straight down, this whole move, I'm going to have to like kind of just watch it drive down like 600 pips, because I need that confirmation that's going to drive down. And this move down will be that confirmation. So that's why I have to like sit that move out. Does that make sense? So yeah, I don't have anything in between as of right now. But if more information prints, right, which changes up things, then sure. But I'm assuming, you know, you're gonna need to kind of break out this range at least that we're in. And then the idea is just wick entry sells. I think the wick entry sells are the closest right now. How far is this? Like, never mind, it might be close. 700 pips. Let's see. The other idea is, yeah, you need a 400 pip move up, and after that, you're gonna need a 800 pip move down, and then next thing is below here. I guess this is not bad. It's 600 pips. If you just move straight down below 40.26, that's the closest idea, I guess. I thought the wick entries were, but yeah, this range is like right now just nothing I have. Sell stop or buy stop, a flip isn't a type of entry now. When it comes down to like the exact way we enter, it could be sometimes the flip. Like sometimes we get a flip, sometimes we get like the previous higher low when it comes down to like when we have to enter. But that's not a main like setup type, or like that's an entry type. So yeah, we do get that. I think lately we've been getting a lot of wick entry sells and in current higher lows. I think the last time we got a flip was maybe August 21st last year. We got a flip on the leg candle fill. But it looks like it's just been like current higher lows and wick entries, current higher lows and wick entries. Right, so basically like when the price decides to pull back and then re-break its own low again, that's our sell stop, right? Or market X now. I don't use pending orders because it fucks up my trade copiers, so I have to market exit. And then the wick entry sells are when you pull back and, you know, we take the wick entries to continue back down. Those have been our main two trades for the last like, or two entry types off of these setups for this year. Current higher low and wick entries. Our last four have been all wick entries this month. Drake purchased Ronaldo's underwear for $460K. For real? It's organized. It's fake. Yo, the page you saw from is called Rage Bait News. Isn't that fake? Isn't that just 460K? 460K for used Ronaldo underwear. Yeah, would y'all buy that for 460K? If you had the money, for real, would you guys just like, fuck it, let's just buy it? Put a one in the chat if you guys buy it, if you guys have the money. Put a one in the chat, don't lie, bro. I know Penzo would. He loves Ronaldo. He's a Ronaldo fan. Number one Ronaldo fan. selling a pair of mine? Like, it's gonna be more than 460K, I'll tell you that. Alright, go ahead, bro. I'll see you next week here anyways. AKA clean traffic. The only thing I never understand devious strategy is onion play. The onion play is just like when you buy the top of the range after a bearish kind of closure. That's what that is. I see 07 is a go. 07. What's up, Chad? They're both goats though. Mount Rushmore. There can only be there could be multiple goats. That's like saying, yo, chat, who's your goat? Who's your goat in music? Like it's really between like there's really only two options really. Let's say Drake or Kanye. You can't really like say Drake or Kanye. It's like, because you know what? You know why you can't say it? Because if they were to ever beef, which they have, that beef never really ends because they're just two goats. And two goats, what they do is they push each other furthest, like, you know, like one pushes the other. So like even if one does, like, look, like Drake cooked Kendrick Lamar now. There's no way Kendrick Lamar comes back from that. You know, Kendrick Lamar, you wouldn't put it up there as like all-time GOAT. You put like maybe who can really compete and be in that competition. It's really like Drake or Kanye. But if Messi wins another World Cup this year, I'm not gonna lie, that talk might shift quite a bit. That talk might shift quite a bit. I don't know, like I don't know, like, fuck. It's gonna shift quite a bit. 2 World Cups back to back, it's gonna shift quite a bit, like that whole narrative. But Ronaldo's still goated too. I'm still using the old Don strategy, celery, onion, clean traffic stuff. You're not using my strategy. You just bracketed the strategy as inefficient market movement. So that's not my strategy. No problem though, bro. But it's not inefficient market movement. That's your own strategy now, bro. You just claimed that. That's your own. What's your outlook on the day? I'm currently in sells, 4110. I do not know where it's gonna go from here. It's been ranging for like this entire week, so it's like the longer you range for, the more directionless, the more information you're gonna need to kind of capture the idea next. So if you're just in this range, I don't know. I know that if it were to come up above like into that blue zone, I'm looking for wick entry sells. If it were to shift below 4,028, I'm looking for sells. If it were to come down below 4065, I'm looking for sells too, but only if it comes up first, because I need to confirm that this isn't gonna just push up into the top of the range here. So I don't have an outlook, but I have ideas. Because from here, it can literally go anywhere, right? I don't know. I deadass don't know. A lot of days, chat, when I try, I don't know where it's gonna go. Or I don't try to, like, I don't need to ask that question, right? Or you don't need to ask that question when you trade. Like, you don't need to know where it's gonna go all the time. I gotta delete trades taken though. That's what I gotta do for sure. Trades taken, delete. You feel bad. I want him to make it further, but I'm a Messi fan. But if he went to like at least, you know, the semis. France going to the semis though. Bro, clean traffic is like market movement without followed by market correction. Hey man, you're just putting words in my mouth. I don't know what that is. I never said, you know, I said that's your strategy now. That's no longer my strategy. You said inefficient market movement. So you just claimed it in brackets as yours? That's your strategy now. That's all I said, bro. That is your strategy. Cause I've never used that word. France. Can you explain the trade yesterday? Yeah, the trade yesterday was the trade yesterday, I think it was just what did we get again? Oh, wick entry sells. Yeah, that's what that was. Just wick entry sells at the top of the range. I think as it approached like a heavier zone, we started taking we started looking for a first initial reaction off of that area. So I think I had zones like up here yesterday. I think it was off of this. I forgot. I think so. And then we took a look at yourselves. I think yes, it was pretty straightforward trade. Basketball. What team you think LBJ would join? I think he's gonna join the Sixers. I think I can see him in the Sixers uniform, but the Sixers. Yo, if he goes to Miami, verse number 6, him and Giannis will be 6'7", because I think Giannis is changing number to 7. So LeBron will be 6'7", bro. That would be hard. 6'7" in Miami. That's like LeBron's final year 6'7", bro. That would be crazy. Yeah, but Miami or Sixers, I don't think he's going back to Cleveland though. I don't think he's going back to Cleveland. Cleveland. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I don't think so. Yo, is he gonna play for? You think he's gonna play for another 2 years or 1 year? I think he's got 2 more years in him. I think he got 2 more seasons. Golden State? I don't think so. Like, I don't know. I don't want him to go to Golden State because, like, bro, that's Curry's dynasty. How you gonna join? Like, you have your own dynasty. You're LeBron James. I mean, shit, you can go wherever you want. You're LeBron James, but at the end of the day, like, Steph Curry is like, I'm not gonna lie, Steph Curry and LeBron James aren't too far apart in GOATs now. It's like, it's like Steph Curry over the years, like, has gone ranked up. Like, who won USA? Who won USA that Olympic gold? You know what I mean? So it's like, if it was like someone else, like maybe, I don't know, like Giannis. Not to say Giannis is not like GOAT, but you know, like someone that has like their own, like, I don't know, I guess like in terms of GOATed level, that makes more sense to me. But Steph Curry, he's like up there, bro. He's up there already. You can't really, you know, you can't really merge dynasties like that. You gotta just end your own dynasty. 2 years. Yeah, 2 years. I can see 2 years. Like, I was never gonna get tired playing. Ovechkin just signed again too in hockey. That guy's been around for like forever as well. I think since LeBron. Hold on. How long has Alex Ovechkin been around for? Twenty 2004 draft, 2005, 2006. When did LeBron join? 2003? Almost. Same guy though. Okay. Oh no, I'll be disappointed, bro. I want to see Miami Heat, or 76ers, or Toronto. He's not going to Toronto, bro. Leafs? The Leafs are winning the cup this year, bro. We're stacked. We are stacked. We just got #1 draft pick. We got McKenna. We got Bobrovsky from Florida. We're stacked. We got Matthews. We got Matthew Nyse. Like, we got William Nylander. We got, like, we're stacked. John Tavares. Like, I forgot about him too. We're stacked. We got that new what's the guy's name? Some Radish. Like, bro, he's gotta stay at the point, hit those one-timers, and call it a day, bro. We're gonna win the cup this year. No hesitation. Not a bone in my body thinks no. This is gonna be the year. Yo, if England wins the World Cup this year, the Leafs are for sure winning the cup. I think England, yo, who is England gonna play next, by the way, in the World Cup? England might upset some teams, bro. Let's see. Bracket. I don't know, bro. I want Norway to win this, but still, if England beats Norway, they gotta play Spain, which I think they can take, or Belgium. I think they can. This might be a close one. I think they can take Spain. I don't know about Belgium, but and then it's just Mbappe, really, like the dictator, you know. Oh, I forgot about this team. Fuck, I forgot. It's Argentina too. Never mind. That's who they gotta play. Yeah, no, they're not making it. Damn. This is a pretty good final 8. But Daniel, at least they're making the playoffs. Okay, fuck out of here, bro. Like, what you mean at least I'm making the playoffs, bro? We're in the same division, right? Watch, the Leafs gonna finish above Montreal this year. We're gonna finish above Montreal this year. I guarantee it. We're gonna win the President's Trophy, and then we're gonna win the cup. Matter of fact, the Leafs gonna go undefeated the whole season, 82-0. What's up, Cookie? Let's see. I need to go to Montreal for a game. If there's a game in Montreal this year, the Leafs, I'm going. Grizzlies. Yeah, Timberwolves. No, we didn't go sing. I didn't go any games for the World Cup, man. I didn't go to any of them this year. Where's the finals gonna be taken? Is it Boston? New Jersey? Well, that's close. New Jersey. New Jersey. Sheesh. That is. I thought it would be in like LA or something. Damn, New York's hot this summer, huh? That's just too nice. I was just thinking yesterday, like, yo, if Canada beat Morocco in the other game, we would have got cooked by France. Would have been like a 6-0 game. Market opens haven't been the same lately. Well, you gotta think about it, right? We're in a range cycle, or starting to be in a range cycle after like a drive. So yeah, I'm hoping for Core 3 will pick up. Like, I still don't even think like look, this move down was like what, March? I guess March. Ever since March though, I really don't think you've had like that consistent volume. I hope like this month. I think it's gonna be like once you like start breaking out this range, is when you'll start moving for market open a lot more consistently. And NY hasn't even been the same too. It's been like mainly London session. Like London session has been the driving session, and then Asian just sits there in the range, and then New York just kind of moves at like 3 p.m. in the afternoon the last 2 weeks. Still disciplined though. That's all that matters, right? Like, you just kind of wait your turn, really. Just wait your turn. Eventually it'll move again. Just make sure you got the capital for when it does move again. Today's Friday, right, chat? Friday. So, yo, simulation tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. East. I'm gonna go live at 8. So, oh, not on YouTube, on Divasol 1 chat. It will be same time as we usually would be. Sim session. Let's see, we've been undefeated in 3 sim sessions in a row. See if we can carry that streak on to tomorrow's sim session. You know what's funny about the sim session, chat? Even on the simulation session, we're taking like 3 trades a week as well. From the last one, we took like 3 trades a week on average. We sim like a whole month too. A whole month, or I think 2 weeks, not a month. We did 2 weeks and we took like 6 trades total. So like it's literally the same as like real life. But I think tomorrow we can. Yeah, we're gonna resume off the last one. You say July, August? No, I'm trading Asian already. Like we had I've been looking at Asian this week again, or I've been like calling out like what I'm looking for. I just haven't gotten the setups that I wanted for Asian. Like we did get like a late NY session trade this week, but in terms of trading Asian, like yeah, I'm looking. When there's volume, I'll be there. When there's no volume, like yesterday, I didn't even bother like, you know, sending out a message saying, hey guys, I'm on the charts here, because it was just ass. So when it moves, like yeah, I'll send, hey guys, looking for this position here, waiting for this to happen, and then same way I'll do it on stream, right? If it doesn't happen, then we'll move it, or we'll have other ideas later on. But usually I'll be on Asian from like 7 until 10. It sounds so good. Yeah, Asian sometimes aren't active 9 and 10. 9 and 10, Asian be moving. But yo, Asian core 3 usually is, I think most consistent. But yesterday was just straight ass. Or the whole day yesterday, NY, Asian, and London just not good. You think gold go down 3,500? I don't know. I think yeah, I don't know. That's too far for me. I have like ranges between 3870 and 4,200. So that's the range that we're in. And you have a leg candle here, which you did get a body reaction off of. So now let's see when you can come back down and re-break that low. Because when you do, that likely is the leg candle fill. And that should take you finally to the bottom of the range at 3874. And then from there, price will make a decision, you know? It could also range there too. That's the thing. So we'll find out. We'll get more information after we actually do come down and reject and all of that. Then you'll see like liquidity. We might not see liquidity. You might get something like that. You might get something like this. Or you have 4 options afterwards. Vice versa, same concept. But yeah, I think like we're in the cycle. So that's likely what is to happen next. The only difference is you spent how long in this cycle here last time? You spent maybe 69 days. Then like maybe 35. So you can range for another month in here for all I know. But if you break 3,800, then yeah, you have like 3,600. And then you got 3,500, yeah, down here, 3,500. So yeah, there's potential. This is like clean traffic. It's just this. I think even if you do break, you're probably gonna pull back as well. Like I doubt you just push down like this. You get like a pullback or something, and you need to confirm that it's gonna head down, right? But yeah, I don't know. There's a lecandle. You could treat this one as one. These two. There's no bond wick on a monthly too. And you're approaching that, again, daily zone, right? It's been 10 days so far, chat. Holy, 10 days into the month so far. We taking how many trades for the month? 4? Like 2 BEs and 2 tiny Ws. That's about it though. Wait, if I change this. Okay, cool. Change it too. But yeah, market cycles and all that just changes throughout the year, chat, right? It's like not every quarter, like quarter 3 is known to be the most volatile session of the year, but it's not always gonna be like that. Sometimes it needs to align with price action too. But price action tells you that. Like no DXY needed, no like, you know, nothing crazy, unique and special needed. You just need to have like understanding market cycles. And you can see that naked. You can see that from straight price action. But sometimes, think about it, man. Like when you're like always in a constant, I need trades, it's like you're gonna sacrifice like price action for what's like, not a sacrifice, but like you're gonna start thinking like certain ranges are clean, right? Like you might start thinking this range is clean. It's like, no, you're looking for trades. That's why, you know, you're just accepting that. You're accepting I guess like the lower quality ranges, starting down for less, instead of like understanding like the whole thing. Because you probably know like in your head like, oh, the whole thing is probably gonna take a lot longer to form, and your mind doesn't want to wait that long to form, right? So you just like subconsciously like mark up different ranges instead. And that's usually like how price gets you, right? That's why price needs to range, drive, and grab liquidity. Otherwise, it would be way too predictable for like trading would be much easier if it was just one trend, bullish or bearish. Like, is it going up or going down, right? No, it needs to go up, pause, create resistance, create support, pause, come back up to the top of the resistance, pause. You know, like come back down, pause, up, pause, down, pause. Like it needs to create like structure, right? And then eventually you'll start getting like some ranges, and then you eventually get a breakout. And then since you spent like so many months or days or hours, depending on what you're looking at, in that range, eventually you get the first breakout, you think, oh, finally, we finally got a move here, because this is like, oh shit, this moved down a lot more than whatever this happened here. So then you start thinking, oh, let me just take a position because that's the first breakout. And I always say like first breakout could be a fake out, because it could be a fake out. And then next thing you know, back into the range you go. And then all of a sudden that's just now higher lows. So how would you be able to understand that? If you look left, to understand what type of structure you had before that range, right? But then now look, that's your drive, that's your range, and you can see where your liquidity is. But price isn't just gonna move up like this or like this, right? It will create these things, and that's the hard part about trading. Like accepting that sometimes you're gonna have to wait like a very long time for a trade. Instead of just trying to force one. You could force one and still win, but then your brain just gets tired eventually, and then you crash out. Sunk cost fallacy? What is that? What that is? You start like selling down for less. Just how it works, though. Good morning, Le Pip. Le Pip, Le Pip. Whatever that means, yeah. You've invested so much time already that you start to lower your standards. Basically, what that is. That's just what I've learned from experience, right? It's just like what I've noticed before. Like, why do I start looking at certain ranges? Like, I knew what I was doing, but it's like, why did I look at it like that? Why did I start looking at different ranges a different way? Because the longer you range for, it's like, nah, just zoom out. That's why, like, sometimes I might be like, yo, like, yeah, unless, like, this could be a good range if you're, like, hunting for a trade. Like, if you're, like, woke up and you need to pass your funded by 5 p.m., this is going to look juicy. You know? But, like, you zoom out, like, you wake up without any no intentions of trading or not trading, just, like, you know, waking up and if the market prints something, you look at it, you're like, there's nothing really here that's happening. Like, you know, like, you had this move down just now, but, like, really, like, zoom out. Like, this is barely a dent. This barely made a significant impact on price. Nothing here. And then because, like, over the years your ranges have gone bigger too, right? Like from, like, let's say 2020 to now, like, this is a 309 pip range. You used to move like 100 pips in a day. So you're gonna start thinking, you start mixing price action with pips. It's like, no, those are two different things, bro. Those are two different things, price action and pips. It's like you can have the same range, this same range right here in 2020 would be like 100 pips, right? But when you look at it from a price action standpoint, like how the candles are moving, where you are, tap resistance, support, it's gonna give you the same answers in 2020. Just that the ranges are bigger. So like when you're like actually looking for trades, like you're looking at this like, oh, but it's 300 pips though. Like, what the hell? I want to grab that. It's 400 pips. Like, it sounds good because you gotta understand you're in a pip session. So of course it's gonna sound good, but it might not always look good. So that's why, chat, my stops are 2,000 pips. That is why, because nothing changed. Same stop loss strategy, just pip session, man. And who knows, this might be the new normal. You know what I mean? Like at one point, I'm sure the new normal is, remember we had a video? I have an official video, how to keep your stops under 10 pips. The new video in 2026 will be like how to keep your stops under 1,000 pips. Or like 100 pips. That's like the new 10 pips. But yeah, if this is a new normal, I wouldn't mind it. Just gotta adapt, right? The conditions always change like over the years. So you just gotta continue adapting, really. back in the day, 100 moves like a minute candle. You know, it was like literally like a daily candle would like. There was a time in like 2019. There was a daily December was moving like 50 pips the whole month. 50 pip range, chat. Like imagine, like look, literally like this minute candle was what you moved in that month, or this. Like this is the range you're in for the whole entire month. But it didn't look like this. On like the minute, it looked like this. But on the 1 hour, that's how it looked. Like imagine the 1 hour time from looking like this. That's kind of what it was. On the minute, it was probably like looking like it was driving and such. All right, what time is it? 9:18. We got a lot of time today. Wow, there's 120,000 traders online. At least on Tuesday, you have core CPI. That's good. That's cinema. Core PPI on Wednesday. Monday, nothing. Thursday, yeah, some orange folders should be good. Friday, orange folders again. Next week looks a little better into the news. CPI is pretty big. That's like S tier folder. S tier, A tier. Is there a tier list for folders? Damn, no tier list. There's a xauusd tier list. But you see how many traders are online? Over here, I think it'll be more popping when there's news, obviously, but you can see like kind of how traders drop off and get to know their mental. That's actually something we use, huh? That's a slight thing that we use too. I think there's 120 earlier, like an hour ago, when there was like some red flows that came out here, over here. This is the leg candle here though on the 30. I think that was an invisible candle too up there. The 15 and within that 30 leg candle. Bro, what the fuck? Penzo, what is in the background, bro? Bro. Bruh. They actually don't say done overseas. A breakdown by region? Oh shit, I never clicked on it. That's cool. US, 21,000 traders. Damn, there's a lot of Vietnamese traders here. 2,000 traders. India's at 7,000. Canada, 2.2. Brazil. United Kingdom, 1.8. Oh, I'm surprised. That should be a... Oh, that's less than Canada and the US. I thought UK had a lot more traders than that online. Oh, they might be using something else though. Well, you looking for a wick entry sales again? Yeah, up here. I'm looking for a continuation too, but I need to see a little bit of structure here. But yeah, got continuation styles today and wick entry styles. 2 or 3 ideas today I have. Might get some volume here, chat. Let's see. Could this be? How it counts? I think it's whoever's on the site. Like, it's not like real count, you know, it's a very small like sample size, but it's whoever's on the site and has an account, I guess, or maybe no account. I don't know how that's, the metrics are there, but yeah, whoever's on the site. So you usually see a pop during red folds because people are just refreshing to see how numbers come up. Yeah, this music better than lo-fi for sure. Lo-fi has put me to sleep. This is actually like tolerable. Lo-fi was... I guess you know what it was? Because I always searched up copyright-free music. Like, there's music out there that does not say copyright-free music. So you can search up something else, like work music, and it'll pop up. It might be copyright-free. But these are also new. Like, I think all of these new like playlists this is the new lo-fi basically. The new generation lo-fi. All these are coming out like this, like last 3 months, 4 months. I'm pretty sure this is AI too. AI might be making these songs. Let's see, can we get a drop here, chat? This is like 300 pip pop. Remember, we could get ranges coming down here, but I did want to see this first before coming down, right? But I think below 40.65 we can also get ideas too. We might not, like, if this doesn't happen where we come up, break the highs before coming down, we can't get this range here, right? So I'm gonna have to let that drop from where it is. So if it drops from where it is, that's fine. Same thing though, I do want to see it break below and create structure. And if it does create structure, then we can get between here. There's a chance we can get that. But this right here for sure, like I gotta watch drop down, right? that is gonna be, it's not too bad. Only 200 more pips. More so 370 because more likely sells below there, but yeah, let's see. That volume could be coming in. NYSE open in 2 minutes. You said, what about the 15 closures here like old times? You can take it. Maybe it's a valid trade for you. I wouldn't even say it's like old times versus new times. I think it's just expansion of what we used to do. I wouldn't say it's that different because the only reason I'm not looking for sells here is because of the higher time frame. So we just expanded looking, we utilize the higher time frame a lot more to not get caught in like small time frame fakeouts. But I wouldn't even say it's like that versus the new one. It's just like an expansion. Expanded version, expanded strategy. We just evolved, added more confluence to it. But the concepts are generally the same. Won 3 or 4 trades this week. Should I chill today? That's up to you, man. For me, it's like I'm here every day. I'm here same hours every day. And I don't have a limit. I don't have a minimum. It's just whatever price throws at me. So when the price is dead and it's dry, I hop off. I have a trading window. Around that time, I'll hop off. You know, so for you, like you won 3 or 4 trades in the week. It's up to you. Like if there's opportunities. If there's not, then there's not. You can call it. But the numbers are irrelevant, right? Hello. Is that too big? I'll make it smaller, right? Or is that a good size? 9:30. NYC open. How did it open up? Top wick first. The third minute. Let's see. Could this come down? Have we gotten any trades in this range? We have. We got on wick entry sells here before. Just trade, bro. But you're on someone's stream asking another man to trade. Do you hear yourself? You can just click trade on your MT5 and then have that itch over with. But you gonna ask another man to trade. Do you hear yourself, bro? Think about it. Just think about it, bro. Think about it. Just think about it. Like I want better for you. Just think about it. You can get that over with on your own MT5. Super nice FEG. Right here. This right here. Oh, man. I just don't get it. I don't know. I just don't get it, bro. Because if I wanted to try to take a trade, or I do want to trade, but I have my ideas, man. I got ideas that I'm waiting for, and that's why that's the point of trading for me. You know, I gotta kind of like plan them out, and I gotta wait for those ideas. We planned them out today, and now we just kind of wait until they form, and then once they form, boom, we in there. But I don't get when people are like, yo, can you trade something, bro? Like, come on, man. Like, you can just trade. Yo, your MT5 is yours, yo. You can do whatever you want with your MT5, you know? What's up? Mose Mitchell Musso. Y'all know Mitchell Musso? That guy's an OG. Wait, Mitchell Musso. Tomorrow's a sim, yeah. Tomorrow is a sim. 8 a.m. 8 a.m. and on that live session on Discord. Let me just make an announcement right now, just in advance. A third one? Yeah, we got one more. Or after tomorrow, there'll be one more after. Yeah, we'll do four in a year. Chat, how often you guys be simming? Like simulation, trading simulation. How often do you guys use it to trade in a year? Or is it like a every week thing? Every week thing might be overuse. Maybe like, for me it's like once a quarter. I think it's good too. Sometimes like after the sim you feel a little refreshed too. So like once a quarter, end of the quarter or beginning of the next quarter. I think I used to use a sim like when I first started, like every day, but then it just gets to a point where you're just clicking buttons. You're not even like really, you're skipping candles, clicking buttons, and that's what you're lacking in real life, right? Like the patience. So it's like if you're missing majority of that on a sim can only be useful to a certain extent. After a while, it's like even backtesting. Like backtest is kind of like, I would say it's kind of useless. Like backtesting is good maybe like when you're like developing a strategy, but then eventually like you want to just live sample size it. You don't need to backtest it, because when you backtest things, it's like, again, it's easy. You're missing 95% of trading, like the waiting aspect, like waiting for that move to form. You're not used to that, right? So when you backtest ideas, sure, but like you can just skip the candles. When you actually sample size in real time, that's why it takes sometimes a minute to develop plays, because you gotta like actually spend months on a certain setup. And then yeah, that's live forward testing or live sample sizing. Get an idea of it in real time. You actually gotta wait for these moves to print and form. You get to understand the cycles in between, stuff like that. Like it's just way more data you're getting from it than just like skipping candles. What's up, SB? No self stops for old times. Yeah, that breakout below, right? We would have been caught on that in like 2020, 2021, 22, 23. So yeah, they're still good though. Like breakouts are good. Like if we get a breakout below here, I don't see why not. But that's the gap that we filled since. That learning gap, that learning curve of the higher time frame. But now look at a double fake out. Or not really. These are just invisible candles, to be honest. This is gonna be like 2027. 2027, this would be more useful, but these are gaps. So there's really nothing, there's really clean traffic above here until here. And then below here is clean traffic. If like whenever you decide to come back down again, you still need your confirmations, right? But then these points up here and down here won't be an issue. Like if you were to take sells, like this won't really be too much of an issue. Not like you still gotta wait for your confirmation. Like I'm still gonna wait for like that break of the highs, but like if we were to get sells below here, this won't be an issue. So that's what invisible candles are used for. Bro, I'm like wired today, chat. Like bro, we are on one today. Like wired. What's up, Jordy? Live forward testing. Devious sim thumbnail. All right, bro. Hey, when did we start when did we start doing AI again? When was that a thing? Trying to slip it in there. Is there no fiat? Fiat? I want a fiat. That's next. $26p. Might be moving though. This could have been the first set of volume today, chat, or this move up and then this second. So yeah, it could be coming. It's looking like 10 though. 10 to 11 more likely. I think you'll fully move after 12. The earlier the better. We're much better now than earlier. So yo, 1 gifted membership. Who got it? You gifted it to yourself? W gifted membership, man. Sheesh. How'd you gift it to yourself? Wow, that's crazy. Thank you, man. $300 range. Hey, is there F1 this weekend? Fuck. Why these lights just thing? Silverstone, yeah, the Silverstone. Silverstone could have been a cinema, that ending. I swear it's rigged, bro. What's the next one? Yo, when's the next one? Is it like is it Belgium? Belgium. Belgium. There's 24-hour on iRacing right now. Bro, you got, yeah, fuck. Chat, one day, bro, I'm gonna do the longest race I've done on iRacing was a 4-hour race solo. I didn't do too bad too, but yo, over there's a 24-hour race iRacing event next, bro. We gotta be on that on stream. But I need some teammates. Keyboard? Alright, man. That's tough. That's actually pretty difficult. Oh, Jamu's I'll be back in a minute, or I'll be back in 1 second. Thinks you have what it takes to be a getaway driver? What? Getaway driver like what? What game? But if you see me on no hezzy, you know I'll be a great getaway driver. I can sense it, chat. I can sense the volume. Like, I forgot today's even. It feels like it's a Monday today for some reason. It feels like the week just started. No? But yo, I think you could pick up here, guys. I think it's coming. Something's coming. You can see spreads too, right? You can see it, like you just feel it in your soul, like just the vibrations of the candles. Like you just feel it. You might have a 1 hour leg candle. Wow, 8 minutes. Back-to-back leg candles. So yeah, definitely the blue zone you want to stay out of. But back-to-back unpredictable both ways. That's a 50-50. That's a 50-50. That's baccarat. We don't get paid to trade, we get paid to wait. Yeah, they used to say patience, patience. No, sometimes, bro, you wait on the charts and you gonna have to pay the bill. Sometimes this is how it goes. It's very different compared to like even a 9 to 5, right? Because at least in 9 to 5, you know you're gonna make money when you work. Here, like you get paid to wait. And sometimes you wait a real long time, and then you get paid to lose, or you get you gotta pay a cut. You gotta pay to wait. That's what I was trying to say. Fuck. 4 minutes remain. Four minutes remain. 4 minutes remain. 4 minutes remain. Nah, that's gonna be crazy though. Imagine, like, you ever seen the videos where they were from, like, where those see what's that? But Rouge, the Rouge Bend? What's it called? I know this map by heart. Like, I swear I can do this map with my eyes closed. There's a Porsche Cup. Sheesh. Jeez. I hate this one though. This is the worst bend, or the worst turn. This is downshift, downshift, downshift. This turn reminds me of LeBron James. Every time I go past, I race this map so many times. Like, sometimes just be hearing the same thoughts at every single turn, every time. I call it the LeBron bend. You watch him? This guy? Yeah, I watch him. Like, this is POV. He's German, no? Dirk Schulten. Schulten. Netherlands. True. Oh yeah, Max is like part German, no? German and Netherlands? Or Dutch? Netherlands, Dutch. Chat, why is it every time I show a video, I lose like 20 viewers? Like, I deadass can't do anything. Fuck. Every time I show a video, it's like drop. God damn. Fuck. Just stay in the charts, down. We gotta break that barrier. Hey, we're glitching, I think, a little bit, are we? 1 hour opening. No, that's 1 hour opening. 1 hour just opened up, chat. 10 a.m. Let's see. This might be the hour where we get a trade. Maybe. The only way I can do something else is if I do a picture in picture. If we do picture in picture, no problem. Like, they need to look at the charts, right? So make sure the charts are always on and just do a picture in picture. React picture in picture. Five structure to catch some pips. One did not close leg. Yeah, no leg, but you still got that bearish one, and you got the leg kind of body reaction off of it. So it could be filled. Chat, if you guys are enjoying the stream, man, hit the like button. Finish off the week strong here, man. We got how many trades this week? On stream, I think we got one trade or two trades, right? We had that one late session trade, and we had a trade yesterday. So, you know, a little bit of a slower week, slower month to start, but you still got the rest of your life to trade, so no problem. It's not even a new month, really, right? It's just another day. Whenever you take a lost, chat, it's just another day. Each day is a new start of a new week. The week doesn't have to start on a Sunday. This is a mental barrier. Friday always fakes out people. Man, did you start reading Baby Pips at chapter 3? I think the big difference between you and us is you already live off of your trading. We're on the way to it, so we're not in that chill state like you. Yeah, sometimes, bro, I wish you guys can see what goes on in my world, bro. But fuck, it's not as chill as it may come off, man. I think as humans, it's kind of all the same. We all have our own like stuff that we go through mentally, and you know what I mean? Like, it's everyone got their own challenges in their own lives. Like, I'm streaming to an audience, right? You get to trade in private. So when you take a win or a loss, there's no one like telling you, hey, that was not a good trade, man. Or no one's gonna be like, bro, you got out that quick. Fuck, man, my position's in drawdown, bro. Like, this might be an L for me, right? Stuff like that, because there might be a delay or some. But there's always gonna be you know, different pressures and different things. I think trading wise though, I wouldn't say I'm in a chill state though. Like, I'm just, and maybe it might be the experience of like seeing my old past self in these situations of these markets, right? and being able to understand that, hey man, maybe me a couple years ago would have taken that sell right there as you close below on the 15, but me in 2026 sees that as, I wouldn't say a fake out, but as a non-tradable range because of the high time frame structure. It's just experience too. But it's like everyone could get to that point or beyond, right? Everyone get beyond that point, to be honest. It's nothing like magical or anything. It's not the holy grail. It's just experience. Just being able to it's a lot of reflecting too, right? Like journaling is what reflecting is. Reflecting on your own journey or on your own trade every day. That you get to think about, like, chat, when you guys are done with your day, do you guys reflect or you guys just go on to the next day? No thinking, right? Just like, I don't know. I think it helps with trading, like to journal your trades out and then see like what you actually did that day to go on to the next day. That's how you kind of see what your flaws are. But to say like, no man, I think everyone got their own issues. And yeah, there's the hunger too. It's like, bruh, that also changes. Your appetite changes too. Like, I think we're on the same state if we're hungry for something. We might be hungry for different reasons, you know? Like, someone might be hungry to, like, get past a month without stressing, whereas the other person might be hungry to a point where they want a yacht. I mean, both are hungry. Might be different situations, you know? Might be like, what's the word? Might be a little, what's that word I'm looking for? Crazy, or not crazy. I'm looking for a certain word, but yeah, like, it's different levels of hunger. Everyone's chasing something though. But that's the beauty of it though. Like that's why it's like everyone can't trade the same strategy, because people's minds are wide different, right? Your experience in life made your mind wired different compared to the next person that experienced some other stuff in life. Like, someone have gone through some type of maybe shock or something in their life where they're more disciplined now, right? So when they start trading, they could be fresh in the markets and they have that discipline down, whereas someone that's like much, let's say for instance, younger, might not have that experience, so they come in and they're trying to learn that discipline still. They don't even know what that is. It doesn't exist in their world. So everyone got their own world that they're living in. So it's like, when it comes to strategy even too, like I made the strategy around like what works for me, but it's also not going to work for everyone the same way. Like, not everyone can sit for whatever drawdown, right? Like, you just got to kind of cater towards like yourself. But bro, it's part of it is planning too, right? Like, I'm waking up, I'm planning, like, I'm telling you, like, the recipe. It's just planning what you want to do, because the plans are much more important than the actual execution of the trades. The planning, and part of the planning is waiting, right? Waiting until you get those plays, not just executing. It's like, you're gonna execute, but like, think about it. The other day we did math. Like, we spend how many hours on the charts a week? Like 15 hours a week on the charts, right? Out of the 15 hours on the charts in a week, we trade for maybe, let's say we get 3 trades on average of 1 or 2 minutes. We get maybe 6 minutes in total of trading and 15 hours of waiting. But you gotta know how to wait too, right? You gotta know what to wait for. And that comes with your strategy. That's what your strategy is built for. But the rest of it is just like waiting until your stuff kind of plays out. That's what's gonna set you up for those trades. But if you wake up, chat, and you don't plan, you know, you're gonna come in the charts with a mess. Like, you don't even know what you're looking for. You're just gonna take the next available volatile volume candle. You know, whenever that comes, you're just hoping that it's gonna be volume, and when there is volume, you enter. But like, when you plan out those plays, you're less likely to FOMO into things that aren't really your positions, right? It's not that today I saw this move down here as a fake out. It was just overall in this entire range, I didn't have anything set up for a reason though. In my books, for a reason, right? Someone else could have got some here. More vlogs. Yeah, more vlogs coming. I want to vlog and shit again. I want to vlog, and my last vlog was a death store. That was kind of a vlog. Yeah, exactly. You just build your own strategy. That ass. Cause yo, everyone's mind is built different. So you know yourself the most. So you know like what might work for you, what you're more into. You know, some people like swing trading more, but I would never really argue with like a strategy though, of what's better, or what's real, what's not real, because we'll never know the answer, right? We're all retail traders. $2019, you take a trade every day. Bro, I'm 26 years old now. 2019 was 7 years ago. You expect me to be the same guy 7 years ago? 7 years ago? Bro, I was a fetus. I probably still am in like, let's say compared to like another 25 years that goes by. When we're 50 or I'm 50, I'll be like, damn, at one point I was 26. But bro, 2019, you expect me to be the same guy in 2019? Bro, I'm probably not the same guy I was last year. Shit, life, you know, shit we had. Like days go by every day. New experiences every day. Yeah, you start to realize your triggers, that ass though. But that's reflecting, you know, like fuck, I don't know. Not everyone got like that personal voice in their head that tells them like, hey man, you're like, you know, not really doing too you're not too sharp right now or whatever. Like you don't people don't got that mental voice in their head that tells them like, that's what I realized. Not everyone has that or learned to have that yet. But you gotta just reflect, bro. Sometimes you gotta look in the mirror and see like what's wrong with me. You know, I'm sure like nothing's wrong with you, but like, you know, what are your gaps? Like what is like, why are you over trading? Sometimes it runs deeper than just money. Might be like, you know, past trauma or something, or like your parents are wired a certain way, so they gave you those habits, right? And then you gotta just find a way to adapt. But it's more than just like, I don't know, it's just habits. It's just habits. What's that question they asked? What's that question that goes like, are you born with it, or are you like, you have it, like, or it's the experience that makes you, what's it called? Natural or some? You go to 1 mil. What is 1 mil though compared to like 100 mil or 1,000,000 mil? It's different goals, different plans, different goals. Not everyone got the same goal to go to 1,000,000. You know, some people don't even have a goal to go to 1,000,000, bro. There's some countries that don't have that. They don't have that. Like, some people don't get to see that in this world, bro. Not everyone has a goal to 1,000,000. Some people just want like that ass to live without shit happening to them freely. Not everyone sees that lifestyle. Not everyone comes across that lifestyle. Like for you to even have that sense that you could get 1,000,000 is like, you're like more than like majority of the world. Yeah, think about that for a second. So it's really infinite though. Psychological warfare, that's psychological warfare. It is. It's a mental battle every day. Nature versus nurture. Yeah, nature versus nurture. But hey, this is why I have I start a $1,000 account, because I know more people are likely to have balance of 1,000 rather than like, you know, in the hundreds of thousands. So it's like, it doesn't, if you're watching me for the balance, you know, I'm not the right guy to watch for the balance. If you want to watch some of the balance, you got to watch like trades by side. He will show you a balance. And if you get motivated by balance, great, go to side. If you get motivated by patience and discipline, you know, go to me or go to someone else. Like, but you know, I don't want people to watch me just because I have an RA or because I have a big balance. It's like, bruh, this is what I do regardless of the balance. And I've been saying this from when I was like young, 19, 20, 21, 22, before, had money, after, had like, it's the same concepts and principles that I'm trying to prove, because you don't need a balance. You don't need any of these things to motivate you. It's just like, it's this discipline. Everyone could have that in them. Everyone has that discipline in them. You gotta find it. Everyone didn't have that voice in their head. It's crazy because I didn't have mine. Yeah, same. I didn't get mine until maybe I was like 20, I'll say 20, 22. 22. Before that, I didn't even have a voice. I was kind of just going. Good shit, man. 3, 6, 9, 12. That's like 500%. 450. Sheesh. This realistic size account for 9% retail traders. Yeah. But yeah, so basically this account is what I'll be showing like for whatever years to come for the next. This is the only account I'll be using. So you get to see everything. Auto trades, auto waiting, auto patience, you know. The thing is though, it's the balance, right? So it doesn't get that many eyes, but I know once it reaches X amount, that's when people pay attention. But it's like, bruh, it's just how it goes in life. Like, how it goes is like, no one really cares until you actually do something like that is significant, and then once you do it, they no longer want you to do it. They turn to haters after, because they don't want you to win no more because you won too much. That's just kind of how it goes in this world, you know. Like everyone that had an upbringing that you probably seen online or on social media, like, you know, at first like, everyone's like, yo, everyone roots for you, and then once you get to the top, it's like everyone doesn't root for you no more. Everyone's just hating on you. But that's just how it goes. You know, not everyone pays attention from the start, because there's millions of people online. So like, what's so special about you, right? But if you're here, you're here. If you are here, you are here. And whatever you get from the streams, you know, I'm sure you can find value somewhere. When you trade, I don't know. I need this blue zone to break out now for sure though. So once this blue zone breaks out, we could start moving. I think you have a leg candle here in the 1 hour time frame. So this is like a 120 pip candle. Wick fill. There's Reggie. Wait, you sick, Reggie? I thought you said you weren't feeling good because you were in a trade or something. Damn, bro. Get better. Bro, I was sick. I was sick in March for like 2 months. I felt like cough. It just went away like last month. I've been paying my bills, trading for a while. I text my friend my positions every single day. I made them a free course. I made it a public indicator. They still don't care. Yeah, man. You know, you can't help people that don't want to help themselves too. So that's why it is as well, right? Because you can just do what you do, and then at the end of the day, it's up to them. So I try not to like, I never like try to hit my friends and be like, yo, you should start trading. Because I've been down that route. It's just, not everyone has like wants to trade or wants to, or has it in them. Or at least right now in their life, they don't got that time or energy to spare. Different interests, all of that. You can't really force it. Let's see, wick 1 hour leg candle fill. If I made 1K every day this week, they'll have to quit sports bet. Oh, they sports bet? I mean, shit. If I were a chat, if you were to pick sports betting or day trading, what would you pick? I mean, this is biased. Everyone here's a day trader, but what have you guys made more money on? If you sports bet and trade, like the odds in sports bet, or not the odds, but it's just so like, I swear it's more manipulated than the charts. I wouldn't even see the charts are that manipulated. But sports betting is like, because you can just tell like there's like, the players know what they're doing. The players know like if they're over or under, and sometimes they just don't care. They just do whatever. It's just like, there's really no human controlling the charts, unless there's that market maker guy. But aside from the market maker guy, there's no human like that is looking at everyone else's bets, and they have the power to kind of like you know, in the NBA they got that power, bro. Like, yo, Jason Tatum got that power to make this three or not, knowing that his over or under is above 25.6 or something, like or 25.5. Like he has that power to make that decision. Just the idea that you have a power or something, it's just like that's rigged already, even if he wants or doesn't want you to hit that bet. But in trading, it's like the market doesn't know what you're in, you know? Like the market's gonna move where it's supposed to move at the end of the day. It's already destined to go to whatever price point. So you're just making a judgment off of that. Whole time there's a guy behind all of this. Sports betting is fun though. Like it's when you go to a game, like sports betting is fun. You seen that was it Togi? Togi put $1 million on PSG versus Arsenal, and then you put on Dembele scoring a goal. That's where he put $1 million. He put a $1 million bet on PSG winning, and I think 50K on Dembele scoring a goal. Yeah, that Raptor player got caught too. You watching the Spain game? Yeah, Spain game I'm watching for sure. That's gonna be a good game. Who do you think is gonna win that? Who do you think is gonna win that one? Spain or Belgium? I think it's gonna be close, like closer. It says odds here. Spain has a 6% chance of winning. I swear this is more like 50-50. Like I swear Belgium like has older players too, no? So they have the more experience. Spain. None, bro. I need to go to Europe. I need to go visit all of Europe. Like for sure. I want to go to Spain, Belgium, Portugal, Italy. I haven't been like anywhere in Europe. I haven't stepped foot inside of Europe. Spain all day. Oh no, man. I think it's gonna be close. I think it's gonna be close. It might be extra time or penalties. Why can't they do like the golden goal for the like? I know in these rounds, sure, penalty kicks, but why can't they just do golden goal for the finals? Like, why does it have like? Why was the 2022 World Cup not just a golden goal? It's like the final game. Like, I feel like penalty is just non-cinematic, non-cinema. Golden goal, like no time until someone scores, like just unlimited time until someone scores. That's how it is in hockey. Penalties. Most countries in the European countries doesn't have air conditioning. Wait, yo, Poland's in Europe, right? Yeah, Poland's in Europe. Sweden and Finland are Europe, right? Yeah, Europe has so many countries. Like, I didn't learn about Europe until I started playing sim racing or watching F1. That's when I started learning about Europe. Like, other than that, bro, my geography in Canada, they only teach like North America. Like, you know how long it took me to realize that Portugal was not in South America? Portugal's in Europe. Like, I was probably like 20 years old when I realized that Portugal was in Europe. I'm not trolling. I didn't hockey also too. I know like all the like Latvia, Finland, Sweden. It's going up to my TP 17. Yeah, you have a high chance of hitting the 17 zones. That's within the blue range. So yeah, leg candle fill there too. I don't think this is gonna be an issue here. You can kind of block this out really. Should be good TP. Europe declining. What you mean? Ain't Europe the strongest currency right now? What's your USD at? What's prices pair at? Price in the chat betraying this every day. I don't know how he does this. Euro USD. This thing is. Yeah, I guess. It's kind of ranging since like 2014. Damn. National? I'm Canadian, but my parents are Viet. That's my background. I don't think Americans live in their own world. Kinda. Nah, these live in North. Yeah, kind of. It's just their own. I mean, Europe. I don't know how Europe is, to be honest. I've never been to Europe. Not all of them, though. Not all Americans are like that, though. Because I got some American friends. I got some Europe friends. I don't really got any Asia friends though. Like friends that are from Asia. I don't really have any. I have family from Asia. I've never been to China. Yeah, I'm still in Canada. Thailand, bro. You're Vietnamese American. I could have sworn, Kenny, you were like Filipino. I don't know why I thought you were Filipino. Yo, chat, there's if you're like Viet and you live in the UK, like how's is your accent like half Viet, half UK? Like how does that work? I've never. Oh, never mind. Oh shit, we got volume here, guys. Okay, is this news? What is this? This might be some though. Hey, we might get a trade to the chat. Holy, I thought it was done. Okay, let's see if we can break below 65 here. I dead ass thought this is the volume that I wanted. You know what I mean? Woo. Okay. Okay, so again, we didn't break the highs first, right? So that's what I wanted to see in order to get sells in this blue box here. But you broke out the blue box. There could still be a fake out too, and if it is above the blue box, it could be good for buys. But if you got this first, I'll be looking for positions here. But look how close we are to below 65 and 49 and 20 now, right? So you want to see if it can break into that ranges or into those ranges, and that's when we're gonna start hunting below 65 zones. You probably want to see, to be honest, like a push into it, a pullback, and then some structure, and then we'll probably get the bottom half of the move here, below 40.50 or something, right? But until then, this can still be a higher low, so don't get it twisted. You know what I mean? Like, look, going back to what did Cookie say earlier? Something about when you sit here for so long, you start lowering your standards, right? Imagine like sitting here the whole range and seeing this move and then trying to get in because it's the most volume now, right? Like you will likely get a move here, but it doesn't have to be that continuation down. It can still be a fake out. So yeah, be very cautious of that. But yeah, above like 40, 140, like into this range now, at least you have this is you can call a higher low, right? Going back to our analysis this morning, chat, I completely forgot that we're trading today at some point. But look, going back to the 4, we started breaking into this range here. Oh shit, where is it? This range here, right? So we're trying to figure out today if this is going to be a lower high to continue down, right? Or if this is the fake out, are we going to come back up, right? So at least now you eliminate the idea, or you got a bottom wick, so you're closer to continuing down, or closer to this being a higher low to continue up, right? But you have some information there now. That this is actually good information now that you just got on price. So then now it just comes to the smaller time frame stuff, right? Like those closures above and all of that. But I'll say more so above 41.38. Continuation of buys could even be a buy day for us. But look, this is also a pullback too, right? This is the move that just happened. You got to push down. You got to pull back here. So if you start to re-break the lows here, below 65 and 49 looks real good because then that's more structure added, right? So this only gets better from here. But still a little more waiting here, okay? Don't try to FOMO into anything. That drop there was like what? 320 pips, right? Was it news? Was it news? Let's see. Was it news? Wow, 100,000 traders online now. Yeah, it was news. So it looks like agreed to keep negotiations with Iran going. So I don't know what that means, but in terms of price here, it is moving. It is moving. Neighbor done. Huh. Hey, I'm saying, chat, is we were waiting for the blue zone to break out, and look what broke it out, right? Volume, which is what when Trump tweeted, but it's like, shit, price action is always there. What's the player's called? Just search up. Or I'm using this right now. Music for people who refuse to waste time. I watching this guy's channel. This is the new age lo-fi right here. New age lo-fi. Look how often. Look how lately. You know, it's been 7 months. All these new ones. This is that matcha and Claude bro playlist right here. Green matcha and Claude. I think programmers use this. Cafe? Yeah, no, it's just regular coffee, but it's bitter, bro. The longer it sits, the more acidic it gets. Wick fell on the way back down. I'll hold. I'm waiting for that to break. I need that to break, because this is still holding the range, right? So remember, like going back to like, this is a bearish candle holding the ranges. Like, it's a weak bearish candle still. It didn't close below or anything significant, right? But it can still fill 3/4 of the wick, etc. I will say though, bro, Grant, if this can come all the way up to the top of the blue range and then come all the way back down, I'll be more willing to grab the wick fill. But I need this move up to confirm that you're not gonna head up, because this can just flip and drive, right? So if that flips and drives, cool. I don't got buys there. That's not enough for me to get buys, but it flips and drives and then comes back down and reflips. It's like, why would you do that? What was the point of that? And then that's likely your wick fill. So yeah, we could get the wick fill. I just need a bit more in this. But that was good. This woke the markets up for sure. So this might have been your first set of volume. Shit. London, remember, London didn't move. Asian didn't move, chat. New York, late New York. Like, it's bound to move. I don't think we're done for the day yet. I think we still got some life. Damn. By the FBI in the US. Just looking at 4-hour flip ski first, then a wick entry sell, boys. That'll be nice. A flip ski, a break at a high ski would be much better than we get a break at a low ski for the wick fill ski. Yeah, I would prefer that. That would be nice. Shit, chat, we could get a trade for 11 here. Lock it in. If you guys are enjoying the streams, then hit the like button, sub to the channel. I'm live Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. East until roughly 11, 12-ish, depending on however long the market moves for. But every day, free 30%. Free 30% in the last 3 months given. So average of 10% per month on this stream has been given out for free. For free. We're looking at tap. I want to see a break of the blue zone, but it doesn't need to. If it doesn't, we can still get the sells, but it won't be the wick fill. Because if you come down with structure anyways, like below 4,065 will be okay for me. Pennsylvania, yeah. Yeah, is this what you guys use? Financial juice? Oh, they have dark mode. Bro, I don't want to sign up, man. No longs today. Maybe if we break above 4,200. Quite a bit, but I think more so above there. Or no. I think, no, there could be ideas here, but this needs to be a bit steeper. But yeah, I think for this entire week I was looking for above 4,200 a break for buys. But that hasn't happened yet. I do have wick entry sells though, chat. We can also still get that. If you come straight up from here up towards 4180, 4170 zones, we can get wick entry sells. Let's see. This move up has been pretty slow, but let's see. It could take off still. It can just get you a top wick. I wonder if we can get a 38. What's 38 again? Break the range for the first time. No, I would not use a 38 because he's already tapped that yesterday or Wednesday and Monday and Tuesday, right? I wouldn't use that. Or yesterday. I wouldn't use that. Here too. So yeah, if this comes up, it's likely it will break. So I think more so here will be wick entry sells, not really here. But I think you got some range though, so if we do get the wick entry sells, there's some range coming down, 300 foot range. So that's pretty good. That is pretty good. Vietnamese barber. Short time, not yet, man. Not for me, at least. That might have been the first set of volume, chat, coming at 10:45. Shit. So could only get better. How long has it been ranging for? Wow, it's been 11 minutes. 10 minutes since. Was holding sell at 40.90. Trump helped the brother out with that tweet. Hit TP. Sheesh. Damn. Those are the best ones though. When you're sitting in drawdown for so long and it's just ranging, and next thing you know, boom, count comes out, you're out. Boo-hoo. Sad story. Another story. Does that make 350 a year trading? Hold on. I don't make 350 a year trading. I think it might be less than that. Let's see. How much did I make last year? No, I made more out. Hold on. I undervalued it. I made 1,900 in the last year on this account trading, actually. Which is, if you got some IQ, almost 100% since the account started. Or no, 300%. I'm tripping. I'd be lowballing it. This is 300%. Like I said, man, the balance, if it's not if you're coming here looking for a balance, this is not the right stream, bro. You gotta go watch trades by side, man. I've been saying it. This is, if you're coming here for a balance, this is not gonna be the fun, the stream that you're gonna value, man. And I can't change that for you. I can't make you value certain things. So some people here for the value, they're here for the value. I share every experience here, all I could, and that's it. But if you're not here for that, I can't change your mind on that, bro. You came in with a closed mindset, I'm not gonna even bother. I can't even bother, man. Here for the vibes. Let's see, chat. 1 hour could flip here. Might be a leg candle, right? 1 hour candle? No, yeah, 1 hour could be a leg count. Third could be a leg count too. It could be back-to-back leg candles here. And that could be a leg candle back-to-back. The flip gives you clean traffic up to that 117. Who had a TP there, right? You're still good in that position? Pure good vibes only. I don't know. It's just like I've been streaming for a minute now, so usually people who come in and hate at first, I always say it like they will come back, and when they come back from a different perspective though, because they reflect on it a couple of weekends. They come back, bro. There's someone hating like last week, not hating, but you know, saying like, oh, your strategy is doo-doo garbage. And then I seen them in the chat like a 2 weeks later asking a trading question, like a proper one this time. And I'm like, so I wouldn't even say they're hating. It's just people just need some time to like think about it for a second. But it is a shock. Like, what you mean you have a negative RR, right? So it's just not like what everyone's used to. But you know. But it's good though, because then they learn, and then they stick around, and then some of them become, there's some that actually start to like defend the strategy, or not defend, but because it works for them, and they just see like, wow, I was once like you too. I came in here hating, and then I stayed and I stuck around. That's just how it goes though. Time New York kill me, man. Bruh, what you mean? You came in here today? Oh no, that wasn't you, that's someone else. Someone else said couldn't trade Fridays, it manipulates. The good thing is after Friday, so you can call it a day and have a weekend off, and then come back Monday. Who is that, Jack? Is that a rock star? Flint Lockwood. Oh, bro, that's the guy from Meatballs. All right, bro. Thank you, man. I'm gonna wear a lab coat on Monday. I'm gonna start wearing a lab coat on stream. Did you watch it? I watched the beginning. I understand it though. It's true though. He just doesn't like, bro. You see the posters on his wall? Like he had like Tesla, Nikola Tesla on that. He had Einstein on his wall. Shit, he was just crazy enough. And then he finally found something. He finally made a product. Yeah, I didn't watch it, but I understand it. What's up, Pyrex? That's a sick name. Pyrex Sixer. Scrap Sixer. It's a hard name. What's up, Comp? We're supposed to watch. What's that movie we're supposed to watch? The Prestige. You ever watch The Prestige? With yo, top 2 actor of all time. Chat, give me your top 2 actors of all time. Who's that guy in it? I always forgot his name. The Batman dude. The guy in Batman. The guy that was in Ford vs Ferrari. Yo, Ford vs Ferrari is a sick movie too. What's the guy's name? The American Psycho guy. Christian Bale, that's my favorite actor. Top 3 actor for me. Christian Bale and Ben Affleck. They actually both play Batman too. Arnold Schwarzenegger. I only watched like, I don't even know if I ever watched The Predator. I only watched you know that movie Jingle All the Way? I watched that movie. Or The Terminator, not The Predator, The Terminator. Leonardo DiCaprio, yeah, he's up there. He is up there, bro. Like, he crazy. Like, you ever watched that movie, The Revenant? He was crazy in that movie. Denzel Washington. Now, Christian Bale be crazy though. Like, that guy's body transformation for movies is insane. Like, he goes from skinny to fat, like nothing. My all-time favorite movie, Home Alone. Facts though. That movie taught me a lot about life. Home Alone and There Will Be Blood. Okay, y'all ever watch Akira? That anime film. Movie's sick. Will Smith. Matthew McConaughey. McConaughey, cool. He was in Interstellar, right? You said Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga was in what's that one with their Star is Born or something? That movie's cool. Acura. Oh, Mr. Bean? Number one, bro. Mr. Bean. I grew up on Mr. Bean. I used to watch every Christmas. I put on Home Alone, and then I put on Mr. Bean. Mr. Bean's Holidays. So I put on the New Year's episode when he painted his house all white by putting a firework in the paint can. I always wanted to try that. And then that and the turkey episode where he like gave his friends like pieces of twigs and he ate the last one. Bro, who else? Fuck, Mr. Bean's mad funny, bro. That was my childhood though. Jet Li. I think I watched Jet Li films. He's the guy that has the hairline back here, right? Like, bro, his hairline back here. Oh, just know, man. If I ever go bald one day, that's what I'm gonna rock. Hairline all the way back here, bro. Long ponytail. And Jim Carrey, yeah, Jim Carrey, my childhood too. The Mask. My mom liked Jim Carrey, so. Bruce Lee and Jackie Chan, Karate Kid. I didn't watch too many Bruce Lee. Yo, chat, is Bruce Lee real or is he AI? Like, were those stunts of him actually real? Cause there's no way. Like, I have not seen another human to this day like him. I swear the stunts that he be doing is like David Blaine. You know, David Blaine, like some next shit. He's like a magician. Real?
Nobody can break these from just an inch, not even you.
Watch closely.
I blinked. Hold on.
Not even you.
What?
Watch closely. Watch closely.
This is AI. You can see it here, no? This is AI. Is this not? These AI clips though.
Relax. When I sand it, it snaps like a whip. Right here, huh? Short, no wind up.
This is dead. That's Sora.
This is a speed drill challenge between Bruce Lee and a very fast karate world champion Victor Moore. It happened in the 1967 Long Beach International Karate Tournaments. Victor Moore, a world champion, thought it was impossible for a small Asian guy like Bruce Lee to defeat him. So he challenged Bruce Lee's famous unstoppable punch. Bruce Lee told Victor Moore that he was going to throw a punch, while Victor Moore nodded in affirmation. This is what happened.
What the fuck did he do, bro? Bro just went like this. What? Alright, bro. Slow motion, bro. That was a slow mo.
Punch. While Victor Moore nodded in affirmation, this is what happened. Look at Victor Moore's reaction after he was defeated by Bruce Lee. This
One finger. You focus.
All right, bro. Shit. I wish I lived in that time, bro. I would have been just like him. Try faster, Unc. It's been a long. I don't know. I don't know what you mean by well. Germs. Is there a specific reason you went away with your previous playbook, like range 2 breakouts? Is there a way? I don't again, I don't think it's like old playbook versus the new playbook type of convo. I think it's like there's more confluences that we have now to it. Like we still use a range 2 breakout, right? Like for instance, like this right here, the reason we didn't get any sells in the closure below, this could have been a range 2 concept. I didn't specifically say that today, but overall, like I had this entire range marked up as like non-tradable, and I wanted to look for sells like once you start breaking below 65, and then once you start creating structure below 65, right? So I don't think we went away from the old playbook. I think it's just the same playbook, but just more advanced in like what we're looking for. Cause like before that playbook, before the range 2 that you mentioned, there was even a time where we didn't take a range 2, right? And we took like we'll be taking these setups. So it's just an advancement. It's like, because you can say the same about the playbook we had in 2021 compared to like 2019, you know? It's a little different. But no, it's the same concept, same breakout, same liquidity. Liquidity might be more of like 2023, but old enough now, right? 3 years. And then lecandle fills new. That's 2024, I'm pretty sure. But in terms of entries and stuff, like overall ideas, it's roughly the same. It's just market structure. That's all that it is. That's all that. It's just, yeah, evolution, you know? But I wouldn't say I shouldn't be like a combo on like this versus that. Like it's just, I think it's just, there's more confluences we use now. We added on over the years. That's all that really is. So, but it shouldn't be like a this versus that. But is there a reason for why we adapted? Yeah, because there's always gonna be flaws, right? So if you try like always improve, chat. You know how everyone always tells me, you're always a learner, you're always a student in trading. It's true. You're always a student. So when we go from this playbook to that playbook, what are we doing? Right? We're filling in the gaps every time. We're not like, oh, this works, but fuck it, let's just change it. No, like there's little tweaks and flaws that I'm like kind of making throughout the years. So we're always a student, and that's what being always a student is. It's just like sometimes you gotta adapt to newer conditions, adapt to certain things, and you find like you journal enough, you find like gaps in your strategy that you need to fill, and that's all that we did. But I didn't just wake up one day and be like, oh, this old playbook, no, let's just scratch it. No, like it's just an add-on. And I think the only difference is the way it looks might be a little different. So I'm gonna make it look a little more easy to read. I'm working on a v2.1 version next, so this is the new playbook, right? It looks different from the first one because the first one was just kind of like this, like more of like a visual thing. So I'm gonna make it look like this, but it's gonna be this playbook, and you're gonna see how similar it is. I think that's the difference. But look, breakout, fake out, and onion, still the same 3 plays. You know what I mean? The stream version of this explanation is more PG. True. Sometimes I wish I can clip real life moments, real life convos, and put it here. I need to wear meta glasses. You say I'm the Bruce Lee of trading. All right, man. Bruce Lee of trading. Because I'm Asian. Meta glasses. Yeah, I was gonna do that. That's good because I can just wear them on stream. I just post a. I'm just doing what I do now. Literally do what I do now and just like post a clip of me doing what I do now on another format. Like taking a trade, but I'm just reading my chat. This, you know. Volume is short-lived. Yeah, it might be. Let's see. Chat. It's 11, so we're gonna have a session stop loss place like very soon. I think once this 1 hour kind of forms a little bit more, it's looking like it's coming up for a top wick first. There's still no bottom wick that can still flip, but again, the ideas remain the same here still for me. Okay, chat. So I do need to see if this can break the highs for me to get the wick fill. Otherwise, if it just comes down, I gotta let it drive down, and then below 65, I'm looking for sells. So based on what we do here, will give us this or this. The higher you go, or even we can get a wick entry sell too, right? This other blue zone up here, if we come all the way up there, that's going to require a bit, but if it doesn't, that's going to be a wick entry sell. But there is a leg candle here on the 15-minute time from right here. So this 15 leg candle could be filled, and if that gets filled, you can just come right back up to fill the overall 1 hour leg candle, which is right here. All right, top of the blue range. Let's see, what did we do this week though? This week we made, what did I make this week on this account? $15.35. So no runners or just not that many trades to be honest. But percentages wise, yeah, like 0.53%, barely 1% for the week. I think last week was pretty slow, 2.64. The week before we did 1.20. Week before we did 2.20. Week before 1.57. Week before 1.96. We got a runner there. Week before one trade 1.61. Week before 1.33. Week before 4.37. Wow, 4.37%. That was in May though. Week before that 1.70. So you see how it's like not gonna be the same every day, every week, chat. But what is the same is how we approach the charts, because you're not gonna get the same results every day. Conditions change, but what you're gonna get is if you're consistent every day with market your zones and everything, is you're gonna be consistent in emotions. You're not gonna like, you know, try to overtrade because you're behind for the week. Like, oh, we only made a 0.50%, so we gotta go extra aggressive next week. Nah, same approach next week. And this is what the market gives us, you know? Market can give us 5% next week. Who knows? Market can give us a 10% week next week. We can have a whole month's average within 1 week next week. Anything is possible, but you want to approach it the same every day because you can't control that part of the markets, right? $24 W, bro. Chat, what percent you guys make for the week? Oh yeah, McGregor fight tomorrow, no? Or is it, yeah, tomorrow? Honestly, this week, as long as if you're in a break-even stage this week, or like you're in like even a blue-green phase, is very good, man. Because this week was okay. Like it wasn't anything crazy, right? You gotta look at what the week actually did, as well for the NY session, for the sessions you trade. So if you didn't finish in red, I mean, even if you finish in red, you follow your plan, it's still good. But if you manage to finish in green or break even, and you were just disciplined this week, then that's still a W regardless. You don't need to have a crazy outstanding week. It will come eventually, but again, the setup matters more than the actual execution. So these small winning weeks might be a setup for a big executional week that could happen. But the thing is, when you don't set it up the way it is, like you start being emotional on these weeks, when it comes to weeks where things actually do move, you're not gonna have the capital to actually trade that. And then that's gonna feel like shit, because that's when you can actually read price the best, because it's more volatile, gives you more ideas, and you have all these ideas now you can't execute because you don't got an account, right? So that sucks. So that's why like execution is, or the waiting part is more important than actual execution. %, a profit target for the week though, nothing wild, 30%, bro. God damn. That's how much I did in the year. Sheesh. Exactly, Crush. W. 3%, 1%, 0%. W. Alright, fuck, that volume, that was it. Like, you just moved down for one, like, news, and that was it. The thing is, yo, if that is the first set of volume, chat, it could be, something could still be coming. I wouldn't count it off as dead, but it might be 12 or 1 or something, right? On a Friday, 12-1 is not a vibe, though. I will say. It's too close to market close for me. Let's see if this kind of flips, but it's looking like might be a day soon. Let's see. Let's wait until 11:15 and then we'll find out. All right. $2.16. No. But yeah, tomorrow, guys, we're gonna do that sim session, okay? 8 a.m. Peace out, Reggie. I'll see you tomorrow. 8 a.m. guys. 8 a.m. in the morning. In Divis 01. What's a sim session? We'll just simulate 2 weeks or whatever long, but usually 2 weeks is like an hour or 2 hours on a simulator, and we'll just take our trades accordingly. So I think we're gonna continue where we left off the last sim, same date, same account, and that's it. We'll do that for at 8 a.m. until roughly 10 in the morning, and then the whole weekend can show. Was that for backtesting? Nah, just like, I don't know if we backtest on there. We just take the trades that we wouldn't usually take. Just, I guess, show examples of like how I approach my trades on a faster rate. Like, so you get to see my my entries and executions on the sim. But we still get like 3 trades on average a week on the sim too, which I find kind of impressive, not gonna lie. You have a twin brother. Oh, I don't know. I think people put my twin brothers before in the chat. Someone says Sneeko. I don't really like Sneeko though. Sneeko? $97 likes, chat. 3 more. 3 more into the big 100. 3 more into the big 100 likes. Why do I have to do this every time? What time's the game later? 4 p.m. FIFA? 3 p.m. Damn, we got England and Norway tomorrow. That's gonna be a cinema game. Hey, yo, how far is Norway to England? Who is that? Bro, did you just list out an actor? You might be on delay. Or, bro, because I don't think I look like Sean, whoever this is. I don't think I look like him, bro. Unless you're listening to top 3 actors, I was like, okay, you might gotta refresh. Fuck, you might not hear this ever. Shit. My stream might end. Indiana Jones. I never watched Indiana Jones. I had the VCR, but I never watched the actual thing. Indiana Jones, I never watched. Not gonna lie, I never watched. I haven't watched. I had it though. I had the tape, but I never put it in the VCR player. I played Temple Run though, close enough. I don't think my girl watched it either. All right, guys. I think we are running out of extra minutes here, man. The ref gonna call the whistle on this next possession. Last possession here. Let's see. Is this gonna be the drive, or are we gonna break the highs? Let's see. We got possession of the ball now. Let's see. Let's see if we can hold possession at 41:02. If we can hold that possession, could get some. Watch what? Indiana Jones. I haven't watched that. I don't really watch a lot of cowboy movies though. Damn, what car is this? Kind of crazy. Toyota GR GT3. And this is the next GT3 car? That's car, that's crazy. Nürburgring. The Green Hill. Imagine F1 on the Green Hill on this. I'll be a crazy F1. Like imagine F1 on Nürburgring. That's crazy. F1 was there before. Like old cars though, right? Wait. 2020. But this is just, oh fuck, this is just the track though. North left. All right, guys. I think. Oh, we about to lose possession here. The ball, ref blow a whistle, man. 102. Might be GG's, guys. And damn, man, looks like the ref blew the whistle. Chat, guys. That's it, man. I guess that was the move. I don't know. It could still move, I think. But I think I'm gonna call it a week. If you guys are still trading, it could be something still between now and like 1, maybe even like 2. But I think that move was like very short-lived. I think it could lead to something else. But just like this entire week has gone, it could be late. You know, like 2-3. That's what NY has been moving at this week. So it is what it is. But we're not gonna force any trades, obviously. I'll see you guys on Monday. All right, next week's a full week, so yeah, no bank holidays, nothing. We do have CPI on Tuesday, should be pretty cool. S tier folder coming out, and then yeah, that's it. All right, guys, GG's. See y'all later. Have a good weekend. Give us a one. I'll see you guys tomorrow on the sim. Have a good weekend, everybody. Peace out. Peace.